Yeah, and the Hood is a very interesting character. He's kind of like a Doctor Strange wannabe, like cross Al Capone with Doctor Strange, and you kind of have the
Hey.
gangster. So, yeah, you have like a gangster mage.
Like a Joe. Oh, good Joe Pesci. I hope Joe Pesci plays him. What are you doing?
I got your magic right here.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. This is Ogre. It's all Ogre.
All right, gamers and geeks, welcome to Ogre
Old Guys Geekly Review, episode 30?
31.
Is it 31?
I had a minor little filler episode.
Oh, I gotta
that
go.
I put in, and
I gotta edit it. I gotta put in the...
It's been up for a couple weeks now,
Oh my
so
God, I haven't even been on the website.
that's all right. You've been busy. You are a busy man these days.
I'm sick. I got a wife traveling. It's no fun growing up being an adult.
Baby on the way. I can't imagine that you're even half sane these days.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, definitely not. Never.
Never.
It's never good.
You weren't half sane before.
Yeah, you can't go through life being sane.
Now you got teenagers and baby on the way. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and the teenagers are like testing our patience on it's like an hourly basis now. I don't know. They ramp their shit up or something. That's weird. So what's been going on with you? Man, it's been 3 weeks.
I have missed you, Nick. I have missed you, my good buddy. We had a couple weeks lull there. It's never the same without you. I put a little filler episode in, but it's never the same. So.
Yeah. Ogre, it's gotta be guys. Can't be a guy single.
Yeah. Ogres.
I know you've got some guts, because I couldn't do a single like person podcast. Like I don't have the self-esteem or confidence to do it. I'd be like,
I am blessed with more than my fair share of self-esteem. I always have been for some reason, and I'll just give some of it away.
Oh, should we hop into it? We got a lot of stuff.
Oh, I know. We got lots to cover. So, movies, or do you want to talk about anything big before then?
I don't know if there's anything big that I need to talk about. Do you got anything?
No. Let's just dive into movies.
All right, movies it is.
Movies.
All right, so I watched two things.
Okay.
The Puss in Boots Last Wish movie.
All right.
Which was pretty good. And I apologize if I watched this for the last podcast, but I don't remember. That's how long it's been. But I don't think I did, because I'm pretty good about recycling my notes.
Well, Puss in Boots you haven't mentioned. So
okay.
It's been since then, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it was pretty good. They left it open for maybe a reboot of the franchise, like Shrek, all the Shrekverse. So
okay. Which Universal they get why people come to animated movies, where Disney's kind of lost their way, I think.
Yeah. Disney's had a lot of articles about why they think like Lightyear failed, and God, what's the other one? Was it Strange World?
Strange Worlds,
yeah. So I don't know.
Which I've seen both, and yeah, they kind of deserved to fail. Not that they were bad.
Yeah.
Just that
a lot of passion.
A lot of passion, no fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
people like fun. I like fun. Do you like fun? You wouldn't know what it's like these days.
Yeah,
I don't know what fun's like. It's fun.
Also, Quantumania.
Nice.
I don't believe it deserves all the hate that it's getting.
Yeah.
Getting an awful lot of hate. Like it's ranked down there with
Eternals.
The Eternals.
Yeah, it's below Eternals, I think. In the
Jesus.
Rankings. Yeah.
I don't. So I don't think if it needed to go that route. It doesn't seem like an Ant-Man movie to me. It seems more like Avengerous.
Yeah.
Avengerous. That's a new word.
Avengerous.
That's a T-shirt. Avengers.
Avengers. Yes. It must be Avengers.
So like we were talking. I texted you the train battle at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
They don't have any of those in here. It's all takes place in the quantum realm. They did MODOK dirty. I feel like MODOK should have had a much bigger part in the MCU. So there's that. Kang seems like a more than worthy successor to Thanos.
I have a feeling Kang is what's going to save Marvel. I mean,
Mhm.
having a good villain that's going to stretch over several movies.
Yeah.
If they come back from the pit that they're kind of falling into, it's going to be because of Jonathan Masters and his just excellent portrayal of Kang.
Yeah, he so for those of everybody that's not familiar, like me, I'm not very familiar with Kang. Um, shitloads of variants. Like
Oh yeah.
there's variant that bought up Avengers Tower. And
Oh yeah.
what is it? Kang? It's called the Kang Building or something, but it's spelled differently, like Keng or something,
Not familiar on that specific piece of lore,
or
but
maybe
yeah.
it's
I mean,
Qeng.
there's tons of Kangs. He's a
Yeah.
reoccurring villain for a reason in the
Mhm.
Avengers because there's
And all
literally
different.
no end to him as
Yeah.
far as they beat him, but there's always another Kang.
And like yeah, it's just like, and sometimes he doesn't even go by Kang. There's like all
Oh yeah,
sorts of different.
Immortus
Yeah.
and oh yeah, just several others.
It's fucking cray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for me to keep track of. So all you normies out there, I have no idea how you're doing it. Um, Other than that, I feel like the MCU is heading into a good direction. So like, what I want to see overall with this whole Kang thing, I want to see Hank. I want to see Hank in the Kang Dynasty movie.
Mm-hmm.
Suit up as Ant-Man again. I want to see Jane kick ass. Or Janet.
Janet.
I want to see her kick some ass. But yeah, I mean, I just, honestly, I don't. It was a beautiful looking movie. I don't feel like it deserved all that hate. But they are, so like his daughter is an Ant Woman now.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Cassie.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Is she that way in the comics too?
Is she a woman?
No, is she like is she like a superhero?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's one of the major leads. One of the. I don't know if she's a founding member of the Young Avengers, but I think she may be.
Okay.
She's definitely in that Young Avengers tier of heroes.
All right. Well, I was doing a lot of thinking because they're adding an awful lot of superheroes.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there's a shitload.
Oh,
to
I
keep
know.
track of.
It's ridiculous.
And we
I
kinda
love
touched-
Marvel and
Yeah.
I love all the cameos, and I feel like it's too much. So I can't imagine somebody who's not as deep in the weeds as I am,
Yeah.
how they feel about all these little bit parts and everything. So yeah.
Like I'm genuinely starting to get scared for like when the X-Men come in. I feel like it's gonna be super oversaturated.
Yeah.
Like My Hero Academia. Like what was it? Like 85% of the humans have quirks. They have
Yeah.
powers. So I feel like it's gonna turn into something like that.
What I think that Marvel should do is they should hold off the X-Men in like a main storyline telling until after Secret Wars, and have Secret Wars be the end of the theatrical MCU as it currently is.
Mm.
And
then
then
make like a second offshoot or something.
yeah, because I was watching the Batman,
Mm-hmm.
and because I got a month of HBO, so I'm catching up on all that. And even though I didn't care for the movie as much as I didn't like it as much as the other Batman movies,
Right.
it was okay.
Yeah.
What I felt was that Marvel needed some way to tell other types of stories that weren't in this line. Because I was thinking of you. I was thinking of your new kid that you're having.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be ready to watch movies about the time that the MCU gets to Secret Wars or close to that.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to catch up, they're going to have to watch 40 movies.
That's fine. I'll do it with.
Oh yeah. I'm sure, but it's a lot to ask for someone now to kind of like get caught up to speed in the MCU. And we've never seen this in the movie realm except for maybe James Bond, but those kind of repeat their storylines.
Fast and Furious, bro.
But it's only out to 10. MCU's 30. That's way more than that.
Is there really 30 movies?
Yeah.
In the MCU? Jesus. Really?
That's not even counting the TV shows.
Wow. I guess I've never actually counted them up.
Yeah, it's a huge number now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's getting to be, and even Kevin Feige commented about how he almost admitted to superhero fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he quite went so far to say it, but he's at least Disney is kind of like having them back off, and I think it's under Feige's direction.
Yeah.
Marvel's got delayed, so yeah, we're gonna see a lot less. There's only 2 TV shows this year as opposed to last year. I think there was 4 or 5.
Yeah, Echo and one other one might have been delayed to next year. There's only 2 coming out for sure this year.
Yeah,
And that's Loki and Ironheart. Was it Ironheart? I have it in my notes somewhere.
I'm not sure, but getting back to Ant-Man, I think what I've heard is the fans really like it, and the critics not so much. And I don't know if that's because the critics are just kind of getting tired of seeing it, seeing Marvel type stuff. Or
yeah. It's Loki and Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, Loki. Which I hear Jonathan Masters is going to make a Kang appearance in Loki.
Is it Masters or Majors?
Is it Majors? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. And it's either Masters or Majors or somewhere in between. But yeah, I hear he's going to make an appearance in Loki season 2. Maybe that's rumors.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in the rumors section.
It's Majors.
Majors.
Yeah. Ken Masters, Jonathan Majors.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
That's how I'm gonna remember it probably because I'm stupid.
So any other?
Nope. Those are the.
I've watched the Batman and the Lego Batman.
So I'm curious to see on your take on the Batman. Okay? So my initial review on it was that there is a movie in there. There's a good movie in there if you cut out some of the slower parts.
Oh God, it was slow.
I know.
Yeah, it was so slow. I almost fell asleep several times, and I just kept thinking it was an effect of the Snyder Cut.
Yeah,
because the Snyder Cut was so long and drawn out.
I still ain't watched it.
it's a lot.
Is it?
It's a lot, and yeah, and I felt like it was affected by that, where they thought that the pacing should be slower and more drawn out.
Yeah,
more time to brood.
Yeah,
a 10-second brood minimum per scene. That's pretty much what they added in there.
Yeah. So what did you think of Robert Pattinson as Batman?
I think it worked, but he wasn't my favorite Batman.
Keaton.
Jeez. Hell, I might even go
Kilmer.
Kilmer, yeah. But I've always had a soft spot for Val Kilmer. So,
yeah. Best part of that movie is when my kids start yelling at me, or if they do anything, I just sing Ave Maria, like the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
But I have to admit, I enjoyed the Lego Batman more than the Batman.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a great movie.
Yeah,
that's such a good movie.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Have you watched anything else?
That's been the only movies I've seen.
All right, let's go on to the movie news. And I'm gonna rapid fire because I know we got
so
much. Okay, so Resident Evil, Death Island is another animated movie in the series set to release this summer.
Woohoo!
AMC is going to start charging different prices for seats based on the location in the theater.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't come up with this before, because
Yeah.
it's been a thing in concerts and everywhere else for a long time. So
Yeah, so we're gonna. I have a feeling we're gonna go the way of Ticketmaster for theaters, and then that's gonna just kill theaters. Let's see. A possible "I Know What You Did Last Summer" sequel is being teased with the original cast returning.
I'll watch pretty much anything Jennifer Love Hewitt's in. I mean,
yeah. She's always been a waifu.
Yeah, she's definitely a waifu.
Yeah. And let's see. And it's all thanks to the success of the Scream reboot.
Now, see, for me, it was the drama they did before that. But I'm a little bit older than you.
The drama.
There was a TV drama that she was in.
Ghost Whisperer?
No, it was way before that. It was like one of the first things she was in.
The first thing I saw her in was Can't Hardly Wait.
I've got a decade on you, so I think.
Now I'm curious what you're talking about.
And I can't remember the name of the show. I just remember enjoying watching it.
Were there 2 pretty good reasons why?
At least 2. Yeah, at least 2.
Yeah. Marvel says they have no current plans to make direct-to-streaming movies.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand the whole pirating not giving pirates an easy access to a quality video.
Disney stuff is super hard to pirate. I don't know why, but according to this friend that I have, it's just hard to find the shit online.
Oh,
No matter where you go, direct download links, torrents.
yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah, I wish they had a secure way to do that, but to allow somebody to pay a nice chunk of money not to have to go to the theaters.
Yeah.
I wish they had a way to do that.
Yeah, I kind of do too. Yeah, it's just the theater experience just isn't that fun for me anymore.
No.
Let's see. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have started training for Deadpool 3, and they both look pretty jacked already.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited about Deadpool 3.
Oh, I am too. Lots of eye candy's going to be in that movie.
Oh, yeah, everybody will enjoy it.
Got Owen Wilson. He's eye candy. Ryan Reynolds. Tom Hiddleston. Hugh Jackman.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. All right, let's see. Disney is exploring the option to sell more films and TV series to rivals since they took a $1.5 billion loss in Q3 with Disney+.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about this news because not that it's leaving streaming services, but I'm hoping it will open back up the Disney stuff finally being released on disc.
Ah, yeah.
So if they open it up to other streaming places, hopefully they'll also be like, well, maybe we'll not just release it off streaming, but we'll also, put it on Blu-ray, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be able to get my season of Mandalorian on
Yes.
on hard copy.
Yeah.
And that would make me happy.
Yeah, because I'm starting to slowly not buy physical anymore, and it's kind of like I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah. I miss it. I miss the physical.
Yeah, I wish. I wish that things. I'd feel a lot better getting away from physical if it was guaranteed that your digital copy is definitely your copy.
Mm.
You're never gonna have to worry about it leaving, and when you die, you can pass on your digital library to your kids. That's all I really want.
Yeah.
Then I'd embrace that shit 100%.
Well, for me, I've been going through the anime history kind of thing, which we'll get into more later, but there's so many things you can't find on streaming for anime that it makes me want those physical copies more because it's out there physically and often very expensive.
Yeah.
Because they do like a certain run and then they stop producing it. So, yeah.
Anime is still pretty ridiculously priced.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. Oh well. A Detective Pikachu live action movie sequel is still moving forward. I had no idea. But
I choose you.
Well, I figured. Have you watched it? Have you seen it?
Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Not the entire thing.
Dude, I liked it. I'm actually really surprised that they haven't brought out another, made a whole plethora of movies based on it. But yeah, I would have thought that the sequel had been out already. We are going to see a big time jump in the 4th and 5th Avatar sequels.
Interesting.
The Five Nights at Freddy's movie has started production, and I've got to support it because when the kids were younger, we used to play in the dark Five Nights at Freddy's on our iPads and shit. So
no wonder they have to go to therapy.
Yeah. The Mario movie runtime will be 1 hour and 32 minutes.
Oh, okay.
An unrated. Oh God, I can't wait for this. An unrated version of Megan is coming to Peacock this Friday.
An unrated version.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and I even put in the notes. Bet yo ass, I'ma watch it. In other news, Hellboy is being rebooted again.
I love Hellboy.
I do too.
Yeah. I don't like reboots, but I love Hellboy.
Live action How to Train Your Dragon is coming in 2025, and that's
another reboot.
Yeah, that's my daughter's favorite movie.
Oh, I can see that. That pretty much was the thing right when she was growing up. Yeah.
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 And then Zach Galifianakis is starring in a live action Lilo and Stitch movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that because it's highly Hawaiian movie, and I know I'm Polynesian.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Polynesian.
Yeah, I've got
I think
a shitload of Hawaiian people in my family. My cousin married a Hawaiian lady, and she's a spicy pepper. And I know they're going to be pretty vocal about about
I'm just not sure how I feel about live action, and not even talking about the possible racist tones to it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about live action as far as that goes.
Well, I remember when Lilo and Stitch came out, and I loved it. And like it was great. And wasn't that like one of their last hand drawn animations?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
don't ruin the legacy. But that's all the movie news I got.
Oh, we got the box office. Ant-Man and the Wasp actually did really well.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't show superhero fatigue.
Right.
120 million domestically, 225 million worldwide. Better than the previous couple of Ant-Mans.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I thought that was interesting. Just the fact that it had a very low critic rating, but still managed to do very well.
I think it would have had a better critic rating if they had Michael Pena back doing doing the roundup or the thing that he does.
Yeah, I know a lot of people missed him from the movie. I think
Mhm.
he was definitely a missed asset
Yeah.
to that. And he would have been so funny going into the quantum realm.
Oh,
And just kind of
absolutely.
being there as part of it would have been amazing.
Yeah, drive the van in there.
It would have been so great.
Oh wait, no, the van's the key to get in there. I don't know.
It doesn't matter, but just having him in the quantum realm
Mhm.
would have been so much fun. So
Yeah.
much fun. It didn't need to be just the superhero group.
Mhm.
Avatar actually moved up to number 2, so it's still churning away in the theaters. And Puss in Boots: Last Wish was number 3.
Mhm.
So some good stuff there. I am really curious next week, because next week we get a movie that I think, if there is superhero fatigue, this movie will beat Ant-Man and the Wasp. Cocaine Bear.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. With Elizabeth, what's her name?
There's just so much buzz and hype around Cocaine Bear, and it seems like so many people want to go see it,
Yeah.
that I'm really curious if in the second week Ant-Man gets dethroned,
Yeah.
because it's probably going to have at least a 50% drop, if
Mhm.
not more. If it has a huge drop, like 70%, Cocaine Bear might actually beat it.
Yeah.
For
Elizabeth
first thought.
Banks directs it,
Okay.
and I love Elizabeth Banks. She is just
Well, yeah.
hilarious. Is that the God? It doesn't sound right to me. Is that her name? Hold on a second.
This is Mahogany. I'm not even sure if that's her. Is that Elizabeth Banks in Hunger Games? It's Mahogany.
Maybe was that her? Holy shit!
Was it?
Was she in the Hunger Games?
I don't know. We've
I
been
think
out
she
of touch
was.
for like a couple weeks. We could have everything wrong. It could be the multiverse episode. We could not have it right. But anyway, there's a lot of buzz around Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
it'd be
a-
curious to see what happens next week at the box office.
Yeah, that'll be one I'm definitely gonna see.
And that's all I got for movies.
Well, let's move into TV shows.
television,
All right, so the only TV show I watched was the Saturday Night Live with Pedro Pascal.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh
Yeah.
my! Which one was your favorite? Which was your
The
favorite? skit?
restaurant one where they all just
Oh,
broke.
okay.
Where
that-
she
yeah,
was cutting
yeah.
that tough steak and the table was shaking.
That
Just
was
dying.
the restaurant. Mine was the Wings commercial.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was my kind of humor right there, where it just kept going over the top and over the top and over the top. It was that was good.
But the whole episode was pretty damn good. Like
Oh yeah,
we
the
got
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Mario Kart was killer.
The grandmother. It was so
Yeah,
good.
so if you haven't caught the Pedro Pascal Saturday Night Live skits, yeah, you do yourself a treat and go catch those, because that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
So for Valentine's Day, Sarah and I got HBO and
Mhm.
watched the Harley Quinn Valentine's Day special.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'm current on Harley Quinn season 3.
Because we haven't
No.
seen any Harley Quinn.
Oh, you haven't?
We started with the Valentine's special, and since we've been going back, and it's been what we've been watching every night,
Yeah.
because it is just so damn funny. I like it more than Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's not a good show. It's a fucking great show.
Yeah.
But it's just like a different humor than Rick and Morty too.
And watching it makes me think, I tell you, Marvel's got its work cut out for it, because
Oh, and the animation?
well, DC can be so edgy because they don't have any like Disney bars
Yeah,
anywhere.
Yeah.
And it allows them to do so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that DC, I don't know. 10 years from now, we might be talking more about DC than Marvel. We'll see.
Well, I feel like in the animation department, where like DC's just blown Marvel out of the water.
They are blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might go that way with the movies when James Gunn, the Gunniverse comes in.
At first, when it was first announced and we knew that he was going to have the Elseworlds as well as the main line, I wasn't sure if I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think it's a great plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's brilliant because it allows them to do DC movies that are different.
Yeah.
And kind of keep things fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And then keep that main storyline going in a different series of movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to really benefit them. Just the flexibility they'll have without being so like Blade. Blade obviously was hampered by the direction of the MCU having its own voice and being its own thing, and they're having to do like a period piece to kind of compensate for the fact that it doesn't quite fit in the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I think with this Elseworld stuff, the DC universe is going to benefit from having a place to just make a good movie.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my thought about that.
I agree with you.
On the TV front, we do get a new Pokemon series coming out on the 24th.
Is this the one without Ash?
Ultimate Journeys. I'm not sure. It's on
Netflix. I know there was one that was coming out, but I don't even remember what year I read that article or saw the article.
When you said without Ash, my first thought was Bruce Campbell. And I was thinking if they put Bruce Campbell in Pokemon, I'm watching it.
Come get some. Come get some of my Charizard. Hail to the
King, baby.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and that's actually all I've got for TV. I've only watched the Harley Quinn stuff as far as TV shows.
All right. So for TV, I'm caught up on Harley Quinn. Besides the Valentine's Day special,
which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it. That whole show is really good. How far did you get in the show?
We're just finished with the first season.
Okay. So I've watched that. You know what? I've watched so much stuff over the last 3 weeks. I'm not even gonna try. I'm current on a lot of shows though. Yeah. All right, let's see. Paramount is looking at doing a Dexter spin-off series called The Trinity Killer, originally played by John Lithgow.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm up on the Dexter stuff, and I still feel the same way about reboots. I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah.
Just not a big fan of that. So
yeah,
hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah. Hopefully. The 90s show is renewed for season 2. And I'll watch it if they don't mess up the password sharing bullshit.
Okay. Yeah.
What a nightmare that's been. I think I'm even more clueless on the rules now because they released one set of rules and then they said it was released by mistake because it got negative feedback.
Oh geez.
And now I have no idea how it works.
Okay. Yeah. The Netflix. We don't currently have Netflix, so I haven't had to fight with any of that.
An MCU project starring the Hood is being filmed in Atlanta currently, and I believe it's supposed to be the bad guy in Ironheart.
Yeah. And the Hood is a very interesting character. He's kind of like a Doctor Strange wannabe, like cross Al Capone with Doctor Strange, and you kind of have the gangster. Hey. So, you have like a gangster mage,
like a Joe. Oh, good Joe Pesci. I hope Joe Pesci plays him. What are you doing?
I got your magic right here.
Oh my God. I can't.
We can only hope. It's that good.
I'm not gonna want to ever see anybody else in the role now. All right. Oh my God.
Oh, excuse me. I got your magic right here.
Come get it. A second season of Hit Monkey has been ordered at Hulu.
Man, season 1 was so great.
Yeah, it was.
Loved that show.
The 4th season of Umbrella Academy has begun filming. Production
on
the
last season. I think it's supposed to be like a short season too, just like 6-8 episodes maybe.
I think 6, and I'm pretty sure we covered it a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks, maybe a month ago, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that sounds right to me though.
Yeah.
Production on X-Men 97 Season 2 has already begun.
I know, it's sweet. I can't wait for. Are we even getting the first season this year?
That I don't know.
I
I
don't think
hope
so. I don't think so.
If it were to happen, you know what? Good things are worth waiting for. How many fucking years have I waited?
Oh well, yeah.
Oh, you know what? What's a couple more? I
I mean,
don't
it's
even
not
give a
like
shit.
I'm not going to watch it if they delay it until next year, but
Oh yeah.
but yeah, it's kind of funny to hear them already working on season 2, and season 1 is still so far away.
Yeah. Makes me happy. It just
Oh, yeah.
it just means that there was a big enough fan base to reboot it and keep it going.
And commit to it. And I think that has been one of the MCU's flaws, is the fact that they've released a lot of shows, but they haven't planned any kind of follow-up to them. They were all like one-shots,
Yeah.
and it makes me happy to hear that they're going to commit to a show and go ahead and plan a season 2, maybe a season 3. That makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. Ironheart and Echo possibly delayed. Loki season 2 and Secret Invasion are the only 2 series definitely releasing this year.
Yeah, even though they haven't announced it, you can pretty much expect all Marvel stuff to have a delay.
Yeah, I also added a supposedly because it's just so uncertain.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they haven't said it yet
Mhm.
what it is, but yeah, that pretty much the word is that all Marvel stuff will get delayed and spread out.
yeah, Feige himself, Feige. We need to figure out.
Feige?
Yeah,
I think I'm
Feige.
almost positive it's Feige.
Okay. It says Disney Plus will slow down on the release of Marvel series and space them out even more. So,
Yeah.
a little disheartening, but maybe the CGI in it will be more crisp. We'll get some stronger storylines out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would like. I liked the pace that they were throwing stuff at us, but I do feel like it will give us a sense of importance because they'll be able to support, like, media wise. Here's our upcoming thing. They'll be able to talk about it. There'll be hype
Yeah.
around these things that they just didn't have time for. They were pushing out so quickly last year.
Yeah, because
So-
they came out with a lot last year.
Oh yeah. So I think that will help in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Season 2 of Squid Games is filming this summer. And the last bit of TV news I have is Spider-Man Noir is a series in the works at Amazon.
Oh, Amazon, interesting.
And I don't know if it's live action or animated, but
Probably animated. I can't see them doing a live action Spider-Man Noir.
I know Amazon has been buying up a lot of the Spider-Man IPs, probably from Sony, just to make these series. Because Madam Web, I think, is coming to.
Oh, is it Amazon too?
I think so. I think Silk's. Is it Silk Spider?
Silk, yeah.
Yeah. That's coming to Amazon. I don't know.
Cool.
Maybe Madam Web is a movie and not an Amazon series. God, I don't remember.
I'm just
know more.
surprised that Amazon is wrapped up in all that. I guess they're paying Sony a pretty hefty fee
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that, I'd imagine.
But man, they're buying up some IPs. They got the rights to Bond. Everything under MGM because they bought MGM, right?
Yeah, I think.
Crazy. Should we move on to anime?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Anime.
Well, some mixed news. I've been going through my my anime history, and I watched the first season of Star Blazers, better known as Space Battleship Yamato. The creator died this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think he was a healthy age, 80, almost 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if having gone through and sampled anime and watched a couple of seasons of the real early stuff, 71 is when anime just really got good.
Yeah.
And I'd say Star Blazers Space Battleship was probably the best of that early anime. Been watching Lupin.
Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third.
Lupin the 12th.
And it's very solid too. I mean, it's still the art is a little dated, but it's you can. And when I first started watching it, I got definite Cowboy Bebop vibes, and it turns out the creator of Cowboy Bebop was heavily influenced by Lupin. So it's a big circle, man. The circle of anime life.
Yeah.
It all lives on. It's all connected. But if you only watch one season of Lupin, it should probably be season 2, because season 2 happened in the very early 80s, and I think it's considered the best of the seasons.
Okay.
It's like 150 episode run of a season.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a huge season. Unlike Star Blazers, which I'm not going to watch the other stuff because Star Blazers was considered like a concise storyline. It's just a beautiful beginning and end, where they kind of like created stuff after it, which I'm not going to watch because it's the search for more money.
Yeah.
Lupin, on the other hand, is different because they were still messing around with some of the characters in the first season.
Yeah.
Fujiko. So originally Fujiko was supposed to be like the femme fatale of the week, and Lupin was just kind of like Fujiko was like a pet name for whoever she was, and she was always somebody different. But during the season, they kind of like ended up making her an actual person instead of like all these different females.
Okay.
Where season 2, she's definitely a single person. So, interesting stuff in the world of anime. Yeah. So, definitely starts out strong in the 70s. I think there's like Space Pirate Captain Harlock.
Oh, I love that
is
one.
next on my list. So, I'm curious to catch that one.
I really like that one. So, with that one, I saw that the CGI movie,
which was good.
Yeah, I loved it, and then I went back and watched the anime. Really good.
Yeah, I've seen the movie, but I haven't gone back to see the original anime. So that's what my plan is this week, is to watch the original anime for that. We're still a month and more, almost 2 months away from the next season of anime. So we'll continue to do a historic dive until we got new stuff.
Yep. I've also been watching. I'm still keeping current on Trigun Stampede, and I think I came to the consensus because they showed off Legato Blue Summers, who was one of my favorite characters in the first Trigun. Man, the character designs I cannot get behind in this. Meryl, love her character design. I think she's cute as hell.
Yeah.
And Wolfwood, I like those are the two character designs I really like, and I'll tell you because.
So you're far enough in to where I think you can answer the question. If you was to watch again, would you watch the original or would you watch the new? If you had to do a repeat viewing.
Oh, okay. If I had to do a repeat, damn, that's hard. So far I would probably watch the original, just because that's the Vash I know. Like the big puffy coat in a desert wasteland.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic, like they just look like they're too concentrated on fashion, whereas the old Trigun, like all the characters look rugged and rustic, like they belonged on that planet.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm really digging the CGI animated. I think they pulled it off really well. But if I had to put my finger on something, it's just the character design.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that the new season's bad.
No, it's not bad
it's
at
good.
all.
Just sometimes the original's just better for a reason.
Yeah. Like if they would have brought his old coat back and like, I think I would have loved it. I think I would have loved it. I would have hit a home run. Yeah, that's all I got. Move on to video games?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Video games.
So I'm playing Snap still. Gotta apologize.
You poor bastard.
I know. I gotta apologize. Okay, so I went back because I was like, Ant-Man and the Wasp. We got Ant-Man and the Wasp Battle Pass. And I told you guys it was Nimrod. So I went back, and sure enough, on the subreddit, they said that it was confirmed. But they didn't say when it was confirmed. So I got my wires crossed.
Okay, so yeah, so coming up after Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Maybe. I'm not, you know what?
Who knows?
I'm not even going to say nothing about it. I'll tell you that the cards are coming, but I'm not going to tell you when, because I think this is the second time I've told people the wrong thing. And I got credibility to maintain.
You do.
I do. Let's see. MODOK is in the Battle Pass.
Okay.
Pretty fun. Yeah. Oh, I've also finished Pool 3, so it's just boring as shit.
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
The end game's just kind of a grind now.
Yeah. And then Dead Space, man. Okay, so bought the Arc, the monitor, that big ass monitor.
Yeah, right.
Told you about how bright it gets and how dark. Like the contrast ratio is just insane on this thing. I hooked an amp DAC up to the optical port on the Arc, which is an amplifier and a digital audio decoder.
Okay.
Encoder? Coder? I don't know. but basically it amplifies your headphones. And I've got really really nice headphones. So playing this in pitch black on that monitor and just with the headphones on and the volume up, scary.
Oh yeah.
So, oh my god,
Yeah.
like shit starts whispering to you. You can the audio engineering. Look, Ren, I told you that the developers even admitted that they were scared to
Yeah.
play that game. It is scary, dude. Like there's been numerous times where my like you could just feel individual hairs just rising up while as you're like walking down the hallways and so good. So I
Yeah.
played through the first time with my wife. Loved it. Was determined to get that second ending, so I played through it again. And I just felt like I was invincible the second playthrough. Took me 2 days. Um, and the second ending makes me believe that they're working on rebooting or remaking the next two in the series.
Oh, the reviews for it have been great.
Mhm.
Everybody seems to love it. The Callisto Protocols, which tried to reach its heights, didn't quite make it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well, when you hide death animations, but behind like a paywall and crap. But they kind of did that with the EA Play or whatever with his suits that you could wear.
Okay.
Overall, that's probably game of the year for me so far.
See, I hate to put any kind of remake in game of the year.
Yeah.
Just because I kind of reserve that for me is like IPs, fresh IPs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine because it's got excellent reviews.
No, I agree.
It is one of the best reviewed games of the year.
I agree with you too. I feel like it should go to something brand new. But man, we got an open world spaceship, no loading times.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's getting great reviews for a good purpose. I'm just saying
yeah.
that considering it game of the year.
Well, I mean,
for a game that was great before and remade and even better now, it seems,
we'll have so many more. I doubt it'll remain the game of the year for me. Did you play? Oh, excuse me. Did you play anything?
Oh yeah. One Piece Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, it's a great way to watch One Piece if you haven't watched One Piece.
You said one statement, and that's all it took for me to decide I'm not buying the game.
Which is
it's slightly shorter than the anime.
Yeah. Oh my god. It is not. It is shorter than watching the anime, but not by much. Not by much. I mean so you play chapter 1 and it's like kind of just setting the framing, and then you have to like go back and relive the story in like a memory.
Mm-hmm.
And chapter 2, I think it was season 4. So it covered like 50 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Took me up to episode 130.
Okay.
But it still took me like 10 hours.
Oh
and I'm still and even after that I'm having to go back and fill in like there's the option to like fight filler bosses that that were in the season that didn't get much storyline. It is an amazingly long game.
So how far through it are you?
Just chapter 2. I started chapter 3, but I'm having trouble deciding to play more of it.
So you get a lot of game for your money.
Oh god, yeah. And that's my dilemma right now. Is right now I'm renting it.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that I've got another 100 hours ahead of me, do I buy it? Because I don't love the game. I like the game. It doesn't have English audio.
Okay.
So it's Japanese voiced, which is not a problem for a lot of people, but I like to understand what people are saying to me.
Mm.
So for me, I would rather have the dub, and there's not a dub option. So do I buy it?
Well, if you said it yourself, you like it, you don't love it.
Exactly. Yeah. I like, and there are so many games coming out. You don't have time for like. You don't have time for like. And speaking of two things that I liked but didn't love, I played 2 other games.
Okay.
Wild Hearts.
Yeah.
Which is a Monster Hunter like game, but not as good as Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay.
So like, not love.
Yeah.
And Atomic Heart, which is a BioShock like game, but not as good as BioShock. So it's another like, not love
Mm.
game. Both of those, and both of them got ratings in the 70s for Metacritic. So it's a like, not love kind of thing. I mean, if you were really jonesing for something new in Monster Hunter and you were willing to take an inferior game and play it, then Wild Hearts would be something you'd want to pick up.
Oh, that's sad.
The same with Atomic Heart. If you
Mm.
played the BioShock stuff and you really want another BioShock experience and you're okay for an inferior BioShock experience, then it's good too.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
neither one of them are bad.
Yeah.
Just they're like, not love games.
Mm. Poopy.
And that's okay because we got so much
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
coming up. Oh my gosh, everybody's loving Hogwarts Legacy. Well, not everybody, but it's got good reviews,
Yeah.
and so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I've seen a few mixed ones, but
Second place in the new IP for the year is Hi-Fi Rush.
yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
it deserves
well-deserved.
It well deserved. I really, right now, that would be my game of the year pick,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't even finish it, but it's just the style and the boss battles and just everything went together so well
Yeah.
that I have to say it's one of the best crafted games.
A lot of heart went into the design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything just works so well together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now that would be my game of the year, even though it's not the one I've enjoyed the most.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the one that I think should win game of the year. So
Yeah, that's my second place right now. Yeah. You got anything else for?
we got some games coming up.
Okay.
Let's see. Octopath Traveler 2, which is pretty much identical to Octopath Traveler 1, comes out on the 24th. Game Pass on the 27th is getting one of the games that I completed. Did I platinum this one? I got close. Soul Hackers 2.
Okay.
And so if you're looking for a good JRPG, that's on Game Pass this week. And then Scars Above, which I only know it's an action adventure game. I'll probably rent that one and give a review of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that wraps up the games for February.
Okay. Let's see. Sony says there's over 100 games in development for the PSVR 2 already.
Cool.
The Wolverine game made by Insomniac will be rated M and is aiming for a 2024 release, which I'm excited for. That means blood.
Oh, yeah.
Blood,
Insomniac is
all
an
that
amazing studio.
Yeah, yeah. Discord voice chat is coming to the PS5 for beta testing, as well as VRR support for 1440p resolution, and VRR, for those that are not familiar with it, is variable refresh rate. Yeah, Diablo 4 early access beta is March 17th through the 19th. Open beta March 24th through the 26th, and the launch is going to be June 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a little jump if you pre-ordered but everything's getting wiped anyway. So it's just a blip.
Yeah, not. I still want to know. I wish I knew it for sure if it's going to be battle passes and what's locked behind them.
Oh,
You
that
know,
stuff.
Because we
Yeah, that might not come out until if it's a Gran Turismo.
Oh,
it might
don't
not come
you
out
even.
until
you keep Gran Turismo's name out of Diablo's mouth or whatever. I don't know. No Will Smith yet.
yeah, that they may have stuff hidden until after release.
Oh
So
God, I hope not.
I hope not too, but
Fortnite season ends March 8th now, a few days earlier than previously announced. The original Gears of War trilogy will be in the remaster, just the trilogy. Just the original trilogy should be
Okay.
in the remaster that they're making. And Call of Duty is coming back to Nintendo. Microsoft and Nintendo
Yes.
signed a 10-year deal.
yeah, I know that's interesting since Microsoft doesn't own Call of Duty yet because it's still Activision.
Yeah, I don't know how all that works. I get tired of
I
trying to
guess
figure
it's
it
if the deal goes through,
Yeah.
then there'll be a 10-year thing like they tried to do with Sony. They
Yeah.
tried to make the same kind of 10-year contract with Sony. So we'll see if that actually happens, whether
Yeah.
Microsoft actually gets to purchase Activision Blizzard.
So if the new Call of Duty games get ported to the Switch, the graphics are gonna suffer
Oh
terribly.
God, it'd be like watching Minecraft.
Yeah. Well,
Minecraft duty.
I was surprised that the Hogwarts Legacy game is coming to the Switch. Albeit,
wow.
Yeah, June.
Wow.
I think it's coming out in June, and I was like,
That's crazy.
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that porting it onto the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's streaming only.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they started doing that. Wasn't there a game that does that
I think so.
where it makes it really good graphics on the Switch? I don't remember.
Yeah, unless they make it streaming only, I can't really see the Switch handling the legacy, even in a graphically reduced state.
Yeah, it'd have to look like Roblox or Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I've got for video games.
Yeah, same here.
Let's move on to. I got one thing for other.
Other geekly things.
Okay.
Let's see. The creator of Calvin and Hobbes is making an adult graphic novel called The Mysteries.
Yeah.
And looks kind of cool from what I've seen. Just little screens here and there.
Yeah, I hate that he kind of went into hiding for so many years, but but I get it. I get it. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with people.
Yep. Thank you for the Calvin pissing on stuff bumper stickers.
You are part of the culture now.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be ashamed too. I'd probably go into hiding if that was my mark on life if I saw my character doing it.
I'm known for the guy that pisses on stuff. All right, let's see. Let's get into rumors.
Oh, I got one other.
Oh, okay.
I'm very excited about the Magic Lord of the Rings set coming out in June. They just announced the date for that, the end of June.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is, even though Magic's got a lot of bad press over the past year, for me, if there's like one set that I would pick up and play, this is
the one.
This is it. I mean, love the Lord of the Rings IP, and putting it in a Magic set just seems like it's going to be golden.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Yeah. I love Gimli the Hobbit, and Legolas the elf. Oh God, no, Legolas is an elf. I'm trying to butcher it. I can't do it. I know Gimli is.
It's ingrained in you.
Yeah.
You can't make mistakes with it.
I got Gimli, but that's as far as I got. That's that my brain wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to picking up a bunch of that and playing some games. And honestly, to me, it's one of the things that Magic has missed is having an identifiable story, like a pop culture kind of story.
Yeah, shit you care about.
Yeah. They've done little things like a few Transformers here, some random D&D stuff here, but this seems like the first solid story IP that they're branching out into, and I'm here for it.
Nice.
So let's get into rumors.
All right, rumor, man. There is a shitload. Your cousin will love this.
All right.
Okay.
The rumor mill.
Let's see here. Rumors. Jim Carrey is going to play the Grinch again in a sequel to the Grinch. What do you think about that?
Well, with the rumor game, we give the rumor two values. We give it a how likely do we think it'll happen and how much do we want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually going to say no. I don't think Jim Carrey's going to do it. I'm giving it a 3 on the likelihood. And honestly, I don't really want to see. I'd rather watch the old stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, it's low on both counts.
Okay, so for realistically it happening, I put probably not, because he announced his retirement pretty vocally after Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, and he seems really into other things right now.
Yeah, and he also said that getting made up into the Grinch was hell.
Yeah,
which there probably be tricks that he can get around now, but
you're still probably, unless it's a lot of CGI, you're still probably in makeup for 5 hours putting everything on.
Mm-hmm. As far as do I want it to happen, depends. Are they going to bring back like Cindy Lou Who and all the other actors that play like Ron Howard's brother?
Yeah.
The mom and the God, I don't remember their names. Like I know the actress. I can think of the actresses, but anyway. And also Jim Carrey. I don't think I'm ready to see him retire. I'd love to see him back. So probability of it happen, probably not. Do I want it to happen? I'm gonna give it a 6, 7.
What would you rather see Jim Carrey reprise a role in The Grinch?
The Riddler.
Oh, do a Batman Riddler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then, did you say then? What role would I rather see him come back to?
Yeah, if Jim Carrey came back to reboot a series that he's been in, what would you like to see?
Ace Ventura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot help it. I know that's just some of the dumbest movies ever made.
Oh hell yeah, but still fun to watch.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. All right. Let's see. A lot of Deadpool 3 rumors.
Oh yeah, because there's going to be crazy Deadpool 3 rumors.
All right, so T-Ray will be the big bad of Deadpool 3. And I don't know much about T-Ray. I remember, God, I've got like a maybe early 2000s, late 90s Deadpool run.
Yeah.
And he's a big buff dude with the, you know who he is?
No, I don't know who T-Ray is.
And he's got like a bandage across his nose, big ponytail.
God, I've missed this.
Yeah.
Would they make somebody that obscure that I don't even know into the big bad villain for Deadpool?
This is a first. Out of all of our years of friendship, I know something that you don't.
I know.
This is a first. It took 3-4 years to find it, but we finally did it, folks. This is history in the making.
Yeah, I don't remember T-Ray.
God, based on what I remember about him, he wasn't that memorable anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Deadpool bringing a very obscure villain to the screen.
I want Mojo. I want crazy, because they already brought Shatterstar. Bring me Mojo. Give me Spiral. Give me
Mojo, Spiral. That whole
Long
group.
Shot.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be. So T-Ray seems too obscure, but if Deadpool's going to do it, who knows? 4. I give it a 4, just because of the Deadpool factor.
Yeah,
I'd give it lower if it wasn't for Deadpool.
Yeah,
do I want it to be? Do I want it to happen? Honestly, Deadpool can make anything entertaining.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to rate that. I didn't think of it. Could it be good? Yes. Do I think it's the best? No. So 5 again. 5 for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. I don't know. Like, it just depends on how they pull it off.
Yeah.
Like, they could make it super good. They can make it super bad. I just don't feel like he's a. I don't feel like he's a big enough bad to bring in Wolverine and Patrick Stewart. And some of the other people I'm going to tell you about.
I think Mojo's a good call, though.
Yeah, Mojo would be fun to see. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it a 5 for probability, and then if I want it to happen, I'm gonna give it a 0 because I feel like there's so much other cool.
Good call. Good call.
Some Fox mutants are rumored to appear in Deadpool 3 besides Hugh, and the characters from Deadpool 2.
Okay.
Who are also rumored to return. Jesus, I need to
see
do
now.
better about my
What
notes.
I think should happen is they bring some of these mutants back from Fox, kill them off in Secret Wars, and start with a completely fresh X-Men universe after that.
Yeah.
So like all the X-Men that we currently know, except for maybe Deadpool,
well,
ends their career with Secret Wars.
And it might, because Ty Sheridan, who was Cyclops,
right?
The younger Cyclops, he's rumored to come back. James McAvoy as Professor X. Ion Gruffid as Mr. Fantastic. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Jessica Alba as the Invisible Woman, and Patrick Stewart has been told to stand by as well. So,
stand by, Patrick Stewart.
It would make sense to bring all these people back, give them closure.
Are there going to be cameos for Fox? I say yes.
Yeah.
I think that's almost a definite. How many? That's a guess, but I can say that not having a Fox cameo in there would just feel off.
Yeah.
So I say really high for at least 1.
But did you ever think of them bringing like Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman from those old Fantastic Four movies back in? I would have never thought they'd do that.
Yeah, that's a strange one. Yeah. God, can we see Chris Evans show up as a Human Torch?
I would love that. And that's we're getting to it. We'll get to that. This one was probably my favorite rumor.
Okay.
Of the allotment of time that's gone by between episodes. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman seem to have a really good relationship in real life.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently Ryan's wife Blake Lively will appear in Deadpool 3, and she's going to be an ex-girlfriend of Hugh Jackman's.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I laughed as soon as I finished reading the sentence. I was like, okay, I hope that's true.
I'm going to give that one a low probability to happen, but a very high probability that I want to see it happen. I want to see that.
I'm gonna give it a high probability for both, just because God, I want it to happen.
It's a very Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
humor kind of thing.
Yeah, I want to live in that timeline.
Yeah.
All right. Disney is going to cut down on letting employees bringing friends to test screenings to hopefully cut down on MCU leaks. So the rumor sections might slow down quite a bit. It seems highly likely that they're probably going to do that because there's been a lot of leaks that have been
I'm
true.
surprised they haven't done it already, but
yeah. So I'm gonna probably give that a 9.
yeah, they're just tightening up security. So yeah.
And do I want it to happen? No, 1.
Well, I'm not any friends of anybody who's going to be showing, so who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah,
I'm not going to get a free screening.
that's true.
I'm not going to get to
I
see
want the
it.
leaks.
Oh, you want the leaks?
I want the leaks.
Oh, okay.
Tom Holland might be the lead Avenger in Kang Dynasty, which I can see that happening since he'll have probably seniority out of all the Avengers. No, Falcon.
I say no. Yeah, it's got to be Captain America.
But he okay, so oh god, who's the actor? Who's the actor that was no. God, what's his name?
That plays Captain America?
Yeah, Falcon. He said that he shouldn't be I think it was him that said he shouldn't be a frontman because he has no powers. He's just a regular guy in a suit.
But that's what makes Captain America.
Captain America.
Yeah. It's because he doesn't have to be as powerful as everybody else.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's not like he was the most powerful of the original Avengers.
No, God no, but the super strength and the intelligence and the stamina.
Well, he wasn't as smart as Tony Stark or
Yeah.
Bruce Banner. He wasn't as strong as the Hulk. He didn't have as much firepower as Iron Man.
Good leader and good moral compass. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sam Wilson. God, what is his name? I you know what? That's gonna bother me. All right.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. Okay, there we go. Yeah, what do you think about that? So you don't think Tom Holland's gonna be the
No,
head guy?
even in the comic books, Spider-Man rarely is the lead of any group.
Okay.
He is very rarely leading the charge. Maybe in some Spider-Man related Spider-Verse stuff, but in Avengers level stuff,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. All right.
So will it happen? No, I'm
You
giving
don't think
that.
so?
Do I want it to happen? Not really, because I don't think it's the character. I don't think Spider-Man is the leader type.
Yeah. See, I'm going back and forth on this. I don't think he's a leader type either, but I know he's got like a drive to be like Tony, but he wasn't ready for it. He gave up the glasses to.
Yeah, but Tony wasn't really a leader either.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But he kind of like was a lead in the movie, though.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like the main Avenger in the movie.
Well,
you know?
yeah. I mean, if you're going by that, I mean, he's the one bringing in the most bucks other than maybe Ryan Reynolds. So
You know what? It was a shitty article, and they worded it freaking weird to mess with us.
rumors.
Oh, here's a good one.
I say shenanigans.
Yeah. All right, I'll agree with you. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 may be in the works, and it puts Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man versus Tom Hardy's Venom.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be down
Why not?
for that. I would like to see Tom Hardy's Venom in the MCU at some point, but because I feel like he's earned it. I feel like he's done a really good job as Venom.
I mean, are you talking about leads or just like scene?
No, like they're
an actual movie.
Yeah, like you know how
these are the two main leads.
Yeah, like they talked about bringing him back for a third movie and actually finishing the trilogy.
Yeah.
So now they're talking about doing it with Tom Hardy.
Oh man. You know what? I actually have to say I don't think it'll happen.
You don't?
Do I want it to happen? I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'd like to. I would like to see not an MCU, but just a movie, a good movie where Spider-Man fights Venom.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think we got that with Tobey Maguire and Topher Grace.
Yeah, we haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then I just loved the design of the new Venom. It's so much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good
Let's
stuff.
see. Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. I would love it to happen. Or actually, you know what? I think there might be a chance that it can happen, but I don't know. I don't know. A lot of things to digest there.
Have to think about that one.
All right. Deadpool may show up in season 2 of Loki.
Is he going to be the Wong of Phase 5?
Oh my God.
Is Deadpool going to be the Wong
You
of
don't
Phase
need to
5?
tease me with a good time, bro. Choke me, daddy. Daddy Fahey. Choke me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I can so see them bringing in Deadpool just because they'll want to promote Deadpool for the movie. Hell yeah.
I think as soon as Ryan Reynolds hits the MCU, it's gonna rehype everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yes and yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Give it a to happen. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see it.
I'm gonna give it.
Everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 7 for if it'll happen. 25 for wanting it to happen.
There we go.
And this was weird. This was a vague rumor. An actor previously unavailable to do a certain character is going to come to Armor Wars. And for a while there, I was thinking maybe it was Terrence Howard going to
Okay.
do like War Machine type deal again, but I think he's retired from acting. He's been pretty vocal about retirement as well. So, any guesses? Do you know much about any armored people?
This is kind of some new territory here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who they would do that.
Yeah.
The way they phrased it, previously unavailable. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise.
I really have no idea. And it's kind of vague to really give it a number.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know who or what role they'll play. So
Yeah, it's interesting. You know what? I did a lot of searching, could not find any more information about it. No speculations. It's crazy.
Yeah, this one's a little too vague for me to even
Yeah.
give a number for.
All right, I'm good. I'm good with that, and I will follow suit. All right, possible appearance of Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans as their evil versions of their characters showing up. And they think that okay, so the Illuminati universe, they
Yeah.
think that Iron Man was supposed to be there, but he wasn't, because of
Because he's a villain.
well, yeah, that, and he's the one that like created Ultron in that universe. I mean,
Yeah.
did he do it in all the universe? I don't know, but
No,
he
no.
actually got it up and running the way he wanted it. I don't know. And
No,
then
Ultron was not a Iron Man creation.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not in the MCU.
616 comics, not 616
MCU.
movies.
Okay. But yeah, oh, there's also rumor that Hydra Stomper Chris Evans might show up in the multiverse too. Shit, maybe all different versions of
Yeah, 15 different
Yeah.
versions of Chris Evans.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm gonna give it a 5 because I don't know. I feel like they might want to that they might try to bring them back, not permanently, but just as cameos.
I'm only going to give it a 2 because I think that they've got other people in mind for cameos. Even though I'm not leaving it out of the possibility because it's certainly possible.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 10 for if I want it to happen because I, just to see them on the screen as those characters one more time. Not even the original characters, but just in the suits.
Yeah.
One more time would mean a lot.
I'm only going to give it a 5 for want to happen because I'm just kind of tired of cameos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they'd be cameos with a purpose.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I still giving it a 5. I wouldn't be like meh, but I'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool, but yeah.
All right, and the last rumor I have,
Meh.
the MCU future is going forward with a more anime feel. And it kind of makes sense to me because remember how I told you that Ironheart's armor in Wakanda Forever reminded me of like an anime inspired. So now the leaks from like toys being leaked from the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 shows Groot with wings.
Interesting.
Groot supposedly also has a kaiju form.
Okay.
All right. Nebula has Alita type wings.
Okay.
And does like a fight in the air with Adam Warlock. like the person that leaked this says it reminds them of a Dragon Ball fight.
Huh.
Yeah, so
Is Marvel purposely going anime? I give that a low. Do I want to see some anime stuff in Marvel? Sure. Yeah, I loved the anime character that they brought in for Spider-Man in the multiverse.
yeah, they're not. I didn't mean to come off as they were. Oh, excuse me, going like an anime.
Yeah.
They're just pulling inspiration.
I wouldn't say they're pulling a massive amount of inspiration, but I would say that sure, yeah, anime can inspire a few things here or there. Do I want it to happen? I love anime.
I do too, but I'm trying to envision a fight between Nebula and Adam Warlock
Yeah.
in a DBZ style
I
fight,
know.
and I'm not getting it.
No, I'm not getting it either.
Yeah.
No, as far as like the whole shonen anime of the powering up internal
Yeah.
and just making yourself more powerful because you want it. No,
Well, and I know
that's not been a Marvel thing.
Yeah, and I know Karen Gillan can scream. Like she screamed a lot as Nebula.
Yeah.
So I know she's got that down. But like, and they hurry
Honestly, it
battle,
seems
weirds
like
me out.
honestly, it seems like whoever wrote this really wants to see the anime in things
Yeah.
where it doesn't really exist. They're like bringing it into it when it doesn't actually.
So I
exist.
hope you're right there, but even I like you can't deny that Ironheart's armor didn't look heavily anime inspired.
I didn't think it when I first saw it.
Really?
No, it didn't hit me that way.
Wow. Well, you know what? I want to hear from the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's seen it and thought anime? When you watched Ironheart, did you think anime?
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know on the Facebook. I'll put up a post on the Facebook.
And I watch
page.
a lot of anime,
Yeah,
so
you do.
you'd think that
Yeah.
I would be like, oh yeah, that's very anime-like, but
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
All right, hit me with your rumors. Those are the only rumors I got.
All right, so Jessica Jones and Luke Cage will be back in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Think yeah?
God, didn't they see pictures of them?
They've
together?
been teasing. Both of them have been teasing on social media.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a definite by now.
Yeah, if they're teasing,
Yeah.
they're probably they got something behind that. So I give it high for both.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it high for both too.
Aquaman 2. Part of the reason that we're going to see a switch from Aquaman to Lobo is because Aquaman 2 is test screening so poorly.
Didn't okay? So I did hear something about them taking Amber Heard out of the movie finally.
I haven't heard that.
Okay.
The rumor that I've came across is that Aquaman 2 is just like really bombing the test screenings. People are
Yeah.
just disliking it completely.
I know. I wonder how much of that is because of Amber Heard and shit. I know
Maybe.
public opinion is a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't really care for
Nowadays.
the first one,
Yeah.
so I felt like the first one was over CGI'd and all
Mm-hmm.
that. So especially that last third of it. Ugh.
Those eyes, Momoa eyes, those were CGI is a mofro.
The last rumor I got is the Book of Boba Fett is getting a season 2.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, I know that's kind of what everybody's reaction is. Why would you greenlight a season for something that is considered one of the lowest performing Star Wars shows?
They'll milk that cow. Maybe they'll turn it around.
Yeah, that's my hope for it. I am going to say yes because I don't think they want to leave Boba Fett on the table and forget about him. He's too important to the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
And it's going to be kind of hard to make season 2 worse than season 1. So maybe it'd be better.
Dude, my sister-in-law. Okay, so my brother-in-law loves Star Wars. Boba Fett is his favorite person. And God, maybe 10 years ago, my sister-in-law texted me and asked me if I could do a painting of Boba Fett for him.
Yeah.
But she's terrible with names and spelling.
Okay.
So she calls him Bubba Fat. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Is this some sort of like country rap artist or something that I don't know
It's
about?
Bruce Campbell. Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell again.
But yeah.
Bubba Hotep.
You know what? If Boba Fett gets another series, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Bubba Fett. Boba Fett gets a new series.
Yeah. I think he
He
needs a shot at redemption
Mhm.
because the first season was not it.
And I hope they do because I remember as a kid, I didn't do much with my stepdad growing up. Like, one thing that we did do that I did enjoy was he went out, he bought all the VHS tapes of the original trilogy, and we sat down and watched them. Now, Boba Fett, I just thought was the coolest character in the whole damn thing, and I loved him, and I wanted to be like I wanted to be a bounty hunter after that. I grew up. I was Boba Fett, out in the backyard in the forest and shit behind our house.
It'd be interesting if season 2 gets like a subtitle.
Yeah,
like The Rise of Fennec Shan, or something. It might clue us in on what season 2 is going to be about.
It'd be cool. Hopefully it'll work out that way.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, you got anything else?
No. Gamers and Geeks. This is OGGR.
Yeah, Old Guys Geekly Review, episode 31. It's never too late to not be a dick, right? Is that how we're signing off now?
It's never too late to not be a dick.
Take it easy, everybody.
Glad we're back.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to stay that way.
It's all over.